All right, good evening and thank you for joining me this evening for a quick look at the forecast. Again, this is being recorded on Saturday evening around 8:45 p.m. So if you're watching this on Sunday, some of this information is outdated. I don't want you to panic when you see tornado watch there on your screen. But again, we do have a tornado watch on Saturday evening for portions of the area for Sabine, Natchitoches, Wynne, Grant, and LaSalle Parish. That watch runs through 11 p.m. this evening. For Catahoula and Concordia Parish, that runs through 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. So here's a look at the radar view just before 9 p.m. on Saturday, watching a second line of storms that will be rolling through during the overnight hours tonight that will bring the risk for severe weather for portions of the area, but not everyone. You'll see here on Futurecast as we go through the next couple of hours, that line of storms gets closer to the Alexandria area, likely between about 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. We finally start to see storms exit our region by 4 a.m. and things are looking a lot nicer as we head into the day on Sunday. But for the rest of Saturday night into early Sunday morning, there's still a slight risk of severe weather extending basically from the I-20 corridor down south through Vernon, Rapides, and Avoyelles Parish. So if you're in Vernon, Rapides, Avoyelles, areas north, the severe risk a little bit higher with that level 2 out of 5 slight risk. The risk is lower for Beauregard, Allen, Evangeline, and St. Landry Parish with a marginal risk, which is a level 1 out of 5 on the severity scale. When it comes to our threats, the tornado threat overall is pretty low. Maybe a brief spin-up tornado or two will be possible, but beyond that, not expecting anything too crazy. The hail threat's also pretty low. Damaging winds could reach 65 to 70 miles per hour in the strongest of the storms. Now, before that second line rolled through, most of our observed rainfall sites have seen only a few hundredths of an inch of rain. The one that saw the most rain was Oakdale out at the airport with a little over a quarter of an inch of rain. Or we can get a better idea of how much rain has fallen as of 8:45 this Saturday evening is with our radar estimates. You'll see anywhere from about half an inch to 2 inches of rain for those that actually saw rain so far today. So when that line comes through, it'll bring us an additional maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain in some spots, just depending on how intense the rain is and how long it sits over a said location. We need the rain, and after tonight, our rain chances are really pretty low for the next 7 days. We've got some low-end rain chances toward the end of next week, maybe some low-end rain chances on Tuesday as our next front rolls through, but beyond that, just not looking at much across the area. Here in Natchitoches right now, looks like one of their festivals or events are wrapping up downtown right now. High temperatures today, we're in the upper 80s to low 90s. We are saying goodbye to those for the foreseeable future. By foreseeable future, I mean the 7 to 10 day forecast at least. High today in Alexandria was 91 degrees, tying a record we set at AEX back in 1947, a 78-year-old record. That's pretty crazy to think about. High temperatures over the next 7 days, a lot cooler, 78 for Sunday. That almost sounds like our morning low. I mean, it wasn't quite that warm, but pretty close. I mean, mid-60s to 70s, again, noticeable. But for that to be our high temperature is going to be nice. We keep it in the upper 70s, low 80s here for the next 7 days. And of course, I'll show you that 10-day forecast coming up here in just a moment. Your 9 p.m. temperatures are in the mid-70s. Again, that's going to be our afternoon highs tomorrow, so a pretty big difference. Lows tonight will be in the low 60s for our northwestern areas, kind of mid-60s for our central areas. Then as you head out toward Opelousas, kind of the Lafayette area, morning lows likely in the upper 60s, closer to 70 degrees. So here's that hour-by-hour forecast rest of the night tonight. We're looking a lot better, closer to sunrise. Again, temperatures will be in the mid-60s for morning lows one last night. And then we're in for a real treat that you'll see on the 7-day forecast as we head into Sunday night and Monday morning. Quick check, though, of things in the tropics for you. You'll see the Hurricane Center monitoring a tropical wave, medium chance of development as it heads toward the Caribbean islands. With that said, not too concerned about it along the northern Gulf Coast. I think that everything will be okay and smooth sailing for us. I don't want to jinx anything, but I really think hurricane season pretty much over for us across Louisiana. Here's a look at burn bans. Hopefully with this rain that we get over the next couple of hours, it's Saturday night and early Sunday, we'll start to see some burn bans be allowed to expire. With that said, it will not be a complete drought buster for us more than likely. There's that latest drought monitor. Of course, we really need rain as those level 1 drought conditions really expanded. Even pre-drought conditions have expanded as well. And now almost all of our area is under at least pre-drought conditions, if not those level 1 conditions. Here's a look at your first alert 7-day forecast. Again, upper 70s for your Sunday, low 80s heading into next week. Look at that morning low, though. Sunday night into Monday morning, we will be starting the day off in the upper 40s. I think a couple locations are going to be a little cooler in the mid 40s. Some may be closer to the low 50s. Overall, though, a very nice, crisp, and cool morning. That might not be the only morning we see in the mid and upper 40s. You'll notice Wednesday night into Thursday morning, another cool morning ahead, and really high temperatures staying rather consistent, upper 70s and low 80s here for the next couple of days. That holds steady as we head through the rest of next weekend and into the beginning of the following work week. So we have some very nice and pleasant weather to stay here for the next couple of weeks. That's a look at your full First Alert 10-day forecast. If you want more up-to-date information about the storms, of course, our graphics on our stream are staying up to date. You can also check the KALB First Alert weather app for the latest information as well. Thank you so much for joining me. And of course, we'll have the latest for you over on air, online, and on the KALB weather app.